Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we're going to be testing the RX 9070 XT Power Color HellHound edition of the card. We're going to be playing Black Myth Wukong. I'm going to be pairing it with the Ryzen 9000X 3D. I'm going to be using 32GB of DDR5. Here's how the GPU looks inside of the ASUS operating case. Right guys, let's get into the video. Right guys, so we're starting out with 4K. I have FSR 4 enabled. I've got super resolution to 100. Sadly, in this game, you can't just put balance, quality. You can just set your own like resolution thing. So I've got it set to 100 at the moment, and no ray tracing at the moment as well. And I've got cinematic on as well. So here you go, cinematic settings. And we're getting around 32 FPS. Let me turn my counter on. Guys, I've not played this game for like literally ever since it came out, because I did one video on it, I believe. I think it was with the 4060 Ti, and literally that was about it basically. So. And I refunded the game, and I've never played it since. So I'm at the area I was at literally over a year ago now. So I completely can't remember any keybinds or anything. So it's going to be a learning curve for now. But we're using 10.5 gigabytes of VRAM, which is, you know, it's quite a lot. But to be fair, for these visuals, I don't think it's that bad. FSR 4 is enabled as well, and it looks really good, guys. Honestly, it looks fantastic. I've not really played with, you know, any NVIDIA cards yet, like the 5070 Ti or even the 5090 in this game. I've not tested DLSS 4, so I don't really know, but it probably looks very similar, guys. Honestly, these two resolutions, I've been getting comments from you guys on, honestly, these two resolutions, these two upscalers literally look exactly the same, I would say. Like, I don't really see, I don't know, big difference between them, to be fair. Like, you really can't really tell. I think if you had them one next to each other, you probably wouldn't be able to tell whatsoever, so yeah, we're getting only 35 FPS, which is not really amazing, I would say. I'm going to put the resolution scale to 50%, and we'll see how much FPS we're going to get there. Right, guys, so I'll put it to 65%, just because I think quality, normally FSR qualities, I think usually around 67 or 65%, something like that. So, yeah, I'm just going to put 65, and yeah, the same settings as before, literally cinematic settings, as you guys can see, still in 4K. Yes, apply the settings, still in 4K, and yeah. So we're getting 50 FPS now, 52. Still looks fantastic, of course. But yeah, I mean, we are only getting 50 FPS. I don't really know how this game looked like. I don't know how the fights look like. I don't know if they're really intense or not, because I genuinely can't remember literally playing this game, but probably is quite intense, but I'm not sure. Just going to run around for a little bit and see, but we're getting around 50 FPS, and of course FSR 4 looks stunning as well. Like, there's nothing really to say, it just looks amazing. But I thought I would test, and I thought I would just buy the game, because I'm getting a lot of comments from you guys telling me to test this game, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to buy and, you know, make a video now and, you know, put it in my future benchmarks as well. But look at this giant, guys. We're not going to fight him, are we? I have no idea how to fight anymore, so probably not a good idea to be fighting this bloke. Probably just going to run away quickly. Yeah, getting around 50 FPS. Is it playable? Yeah, it definitely is playable. But would I want to play like this? Probably not, guys. I would probably want to get a bit more FPS. Going to collect all of these. I remember there was one guy that jumped out from the ground when I did like pick something up from the ground. So I basically picked him up from the ground. I remember that. I had it caught on the video as well, but I definitely don't want to pick anyone up from the ground, because I don't want to fight anyone at the moment. Honestly, guys, the greenery looks really, really nice in this game as well. Maybe the hair looks a bit shimmery on this head, but I'm not really... Yeah, I think his hair looks a little bit shimmery if I look at it. Apart from that, though, it's honestly looking really good, guys. All right, guys, so we're still in 4K. I did enable very high ray tracing, and I do have cinematic settings on as well. And this is basically FSR quality with 65%. I think it's 67, but I'm just going to leave it at 65. You know, just to have that 65, why not? Just because I was testing it before with that as well. I don't currently have frame generation on, but I will enable it in a minute after seeing these FPS, guys. Just look at this. We're getting 13 FPS, let's just say that. So, guys, it's really hard to test this game, because every time I change the setting, I basically have to restart the game. So, if I don't test the settings you guys wanted to see, I'm really sorry for that, but I'm just not going to literally test like 20 settings out, because literally every time you need to restart the game, which is just really annoying. And do I see a difference, guys? I actually do see a difference with ray tracing on. Of course, like the shadow of the, you know, tree and stuff, you can actually see it does look really nice now. I have to say, it does look I think it does look better than it did before, but is it worth the, cost that we're, like the performance cost that we're losing here? Probably not, guys. I mean, look at this, 13 FPS. And I'm not saying that this card is bad or anything because it's getting 13 FPS. This game is just so hard to run, and I think it's pretty unoptimized as well. So yeah, 13 FPS, guys. It's nothing you can really do about it. I think even the 5090 struggles in this game, so it's just a really hard game to run. And I think I tested my 4090 on this game, and it was just, it was such a long time ago, but I don't remember it being good. So let's just say that even if the 4090 was struggling. But yeah, guys, I'm not going to sit with these settings for too long because you probably don't want to see, 14 FPS. And it's just probably going to be so choppy on your screen as well. So I'm just going to move on to the next setting here. All right, guys, so we're still in 4K, of course, 65% of the resolution, and very high ray tracing cinematic settings as well. And we're getting like 26 FPS. Absolutely unplayable, guys. Let's just say that. But I'm just showing you guys, what it looks like. It's not really recommended settings. Even the game's telling me that it's going to run poorly in the settings. So it's just, I'm not really surprised that it's running really bad. It's nothing to do with the card or anything like that. It's just really, really demanding ray tracing in this game. I really do want to test out the 5090. I actually sent it to ASUS to the repair center, guys, because I did get a melted cable, but the connector's fine. But I plugged in 2 other cables into that GPU and they're still getting red pins. So I spoke to ASUS, in the emails, and they told me to send it to the repair center. So I sent it to the repair center. We'll see what they do. I don't think they can do much about it just because the design of the cable is just so stupid, and the connector. So, but yeah, either way, guys, I'm not going to be testing out anytime soon. But yeah, we're getting 26, 27 FPS. Absolutely don't recommend these settings. The game doesn't recommend these settings, but yeah, I'm just showing you guys how it runs. I'm probably going to get killed because I'm literally 1 HP. Right, guys, so we're still in 4K and, still FSR 4 enabled, and it's on 65% as well. And I turned off ray tracing and I put very high settings on as well. And I do have frame generation on as well, guys. Let me show you. There it is. We've got frame gen on as well. And we're getting 102 FPS. Actually feels really good, guys. Let me turn the counter on as well. This actually feels really good. I really do recommend these settings. I know it's frame generation and everything, but frame generation actually does feel pretty good in this game, and I don't really feel that big of a delay in this title with frame gen. So absolutely do recommend you guys putting frame gen in this title. In a lot of titles I do, to be fair, because it does run so much better, but in this game I think especially it's just such a demanding game. So 100% do recommend frame gen. It feels really good. It doesn't seem to be stuttering so far, but we are going to keep running around for a little bit. Hopefully this guy doesn't come out the floor again. I did kill him when I ended the recording there, and I did tap him, and he didn't even hit me once, so I got pretty lucky there. But around 100 FPS, guys, really feels good. And if you are playing in 4K, these are probably the settings I would recommend. Oh, we did get a little stutter there. So you might get little stutters, but you know what, guys? It's not really that bad. If it does feel really good like it does now, and then it stutters once in a little while, it's not too bad. Oh, no, mate. We're running away from it. No. I'm literally 1 HP. I don't even know how to heal, guys. That's how big of a noob I am in this game. I genuinely don't even know how to heal, so I'm just going to run away from there. But yeah, around 100 FPS, guys. Really, really smooth gameplay most of the time anyway. But yeah, I'm just going to move on to probably 1440p, guys. I think most of you are going to be, playing in 1440p with this GPU. So I'm just going to go straight to 1440p now. Right, guys, so we're finally in 1440p and FSR 4 enabled, of course. No ray tracing, no frame generation at the moment as well. And cinematic settings, as you guys can see there. Fully maxed out, basically, except from ray tracing. And we have 100% resolution scale as well. And we're getting around 57, nearly 60 FPS, so it's not that bad, actually. It's actually not looking too bad as well. And, of course, FSR 4 looks fantastic in this game, guys. There is a little bit of, like, shimmering on the hair, but, I mean, you're not going to really look at it too much. I think, except from that, it looks pretty good. It might just be the game, to be fair, because, honestly, I've not really tested DLSS 4 yet, but it's probably the game, to be fair. I don't think it's anything to do with, FSR or anything, because it is 100% basically. So yeah, I think except from that, I'm not seeing anything weird. We are using 8.8 gigabytes of VRAM, And yeah, the 1% lows are not looking too bad considering we are only getting 54 FPS. We're not really stuttering or anything like that. It's pretty smooth, to be fair. Curious to see how ray tracing works in this in 4040p, but it probably won't work amazing. So oh, there you go, sorted. I genuinely don't know how to heal, guys. I genuinely have no idea. Like, how the hell do I heal? I don't really know. I don't really have anything to heal with, I think. But yeah, I mean, 55 FPS, something like that. I'm just gonna go to the next setting now. Right, guys, so I put the super resolution to 65%. So it's like basically FSR quality, and yeah, no ray tracing, no frame duration at the moment, and cinematic settings as well. Apply. There you go. And we are getting 70 FPS basically, so that's really good, guys. You can't really complain about this. Of course, it doesn't look really sharp on my screen as well, guys, because I am using a 4K monitor, and this bloke, flipping hell, man, this guy is really, really annoying me now because he keeps coming out of nowhere, and he's on that little bridge. So I don't really want to go there, but I do kind of need to go past him. I kind of remember him as well. I remember I actually tapped him before. I don't want to go anywhere there because I remember there was I think it was someone that I need to fight there from what I remember last, so don't really want to go there either. Just run around here for a little bit. We did get a stutter there. So I think it does load something in and it just stutters. Oh no, there's two of them there. Nah. Guys, there's so much, like, I don't know, there's so many of these, I don't even know what to call them, creatures around here. So I'm just going to try and run away, but I'm probably going to get killed. I can't remember if it was here that I picked. Yeah, there he is. This was the guy I was talking about. Yeah, I just wanted to see if he's definitely still here, but he is, so I think we are going to die, guys, sadly. But yeah, guys, we're getting 75, 80 FPS. Does depend where you look in the game. I think it's pretty decent, guys, honestly. I think I'm going to enable some frame generation quickly, and we'll see how much, you know, FPS we're going to get. I think we're going to get like 140, but we'll see. All right, guys, so we're still on 65% here on the super resolution. And I did enable frame generation as well, and cinematic settings, and of course still in 1440p as well. I don't know why it keeps disappearing out of my settings, but we are still in 1440p. And we're getting around 120, 130 FPS, which is around basically double the FPS what we were getting before. Wow, it does actually feel, of course, a lot smoother. Yeah, it does feel really smooth. And of course, if you have, you know, a high refresh rate monitor, frame generation is really nice to have, you know, because you are pushing the frames up a little bit. It's not real performance, but it does, you know, feel really smooth. So it's really nice. For some reason, it dropped it to 29 FPS on the 0.1% lows. I didn't really feel a stutter there, so I don't really... Oh, now I did feel it. Yeah, so it does stutter a little bit, this game. I think it's just when you load in a new area, though, because I don't... Like, other than that, though, it is really smooth. We are using nearly 9 gigabytes of VRAM as well, so not too bad. Of course, we have 16 on this card. Not bad at all. And I remember running here as well before. That was a long time ago, though, but... Yeah, let's just go to this new area. But yeah, guys, it's relatively good. I do genuinely recommend frame gen. On nearly every game you guys can put it on. Of course, if you're playing like CSGO and all, I mean, you can't even put it in them games, can you? But like, if you're playing these type of games like, you know, Valorant and all that, and Battlefield, and you don't want to have frame gen on, guys. But you know, a game like this, you definitely do want to pop it on. You're not really shooting anyone or anything like that. And you know what? When you move your mouse and everything, you don't really feel that delay that much. So it's a really good plus to, you know, have that extra smoothness in the game. I remember I don't want to go there. Definitely don't want to go there to that guy. Because we are literally 1 HP, guys. We're going to get tapped with 1 hit and we're just going to die. So I don't want to go there. We are reaching nearly 9 gigs now. So yeah, around 9 gigabytes, which is not too bad. I think I'm going to put some ray tracing on. And yeah, we'll go from there, basically. Right, guys. So I did restart the game. We're still in 4040p. And we still have 65% resolution scale here. And I did enable ray tracing on very high now, and cinematic settings as well. And of course, no frame gen at the moment as well, guys. So yeah, we're getting around 24 FPS. I don't really recommend ray tracing. Maybe the ray tracing setting I have on is just too high. But I don't know. I just don't recommend ray tracing whatsoever, guys. If you're playing with, you know, the 9070 XT or even the 5070 Ti in this game, it just feels way too intense for what you're getting. The lighting does look a little bit better, but I don't know. It's just, I just don't think it's worth the trade-off and, you know, the smoothness that we were getting before. And yeah, we're using around 9 gigs of VRAM. I've only just turned the game on, so it might actually be higher in a minute just because ray tracing is enabled, but yeah, 23 FPS. Definitely not something you want to be playing with whatsoever. It does look really nice, though. I do have to say, it does look nice, but it's not really worth the trade-off, guys, whatsoever. I'm going to put some frame generation in a minute and see how it works. I don't know. You guys let me know if you guys are playing with ray tracing in this game. I think maybe with the 5090, maybe the 5080 would be worth it if you have, like, you know, MFG on and all that, but I don't know if with this card I would recommend it. I'm going to see maybe medium settings and see medium ray tracing and see if it does anything. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Right, we're going to put some medium ray tracing on and see. Right, guys, so we're still in 1440p and, you know, 65% again on this. And the ray tracing level I did put to medium now as well. So we've got medium on and still cinematic settings, guys. As you guys can see. There you go. Right. All right, we are getting a little bit more FPS now. So we're getting 39 FPS. Okay. The game looks really weird now for some reason. I'm just seeing some weird stuff on the grass. It just looks more shimmery for some reason. I don't know what the hell just happened, but yeah, it does look a bit more shimmery. Would I want to play with these settings? Probably not, guys, but we are going to put some frame gen in a minute and see how it works as well, see how it goes. But for some reason, it looks really weird on my screen right now, guys. I don't know what's going on. This giant here as well. I don't want to mess with him. I genuinely don't know how to heal, guys, whatsoever. I just can't get myself to get healed. I can't find any heals. I don't know if I have them and I just don't know, but I genuinely can't remember how to heal in this game. So maybe I can pick this up. Is this going to give me anything? I actually don't know, but should we go and have a fight with this guy here on the bridge? I think we might actually have to have a fight with him and see. But I think we are going to get tapped, guys. Oh! I just jumped off the top. Yeah, we are going to die. We surely are going to die. I don't know, guys. 40 FPS. You tell me what you think. I don't think I would be playing like this, but I'm going to put some frame generation. I think I'm going to go and fight that bloke over there on that bridge and see how it goes. Right, guys, so we are still in 1440p. I don't know why that sound keeps disappearing out of nowhere, but we are still in 1440p. 65% still on this, and medium ray tracing, and still have cinematic settings on as well, guys. And also, I do have frame generation on as well now. And we are getting 70 FPS. And I do feel the input like quite a bit now, guys. I do have to say, when you're getting this type of FPS with frame gen, you do feel it. And yeah, this guy is just... Oh my god, he killed me with one hit. This is why I didn't want to fight him. I wanted to tap him finally though, but... Alright, we're back, guys. We're back. Let me put my little thing on. There you go. So, yeah, around 70 FPS. What are these guys doing? They weren't here before, guys. What the hell? We are full HP now at least, so maybe it was a good thing that I died. At least I can start fighting these blokes. There you go, sort them out. Right, they're sorted. I think, guys, maybe I'm going to try and drop down from the cinematic settings a little bit down and see if the FPS does improve. I don't think it will, but we'll give it a go, guys, and see how it goes. Why is this guy here again? So wait, so every time I die, I have to kill all of these blokes again? Is that what I'm getting? Because I think they were here before when I played like a year ago, but I already killed them, so and I didn't die from that time on. So I think that's what it is. So every time you die, you have to kill all of these again. That is absolutely annoying. But yeah. Alright, let's just change the settings now. Alright, guys, so we're still in 4040p. I don't know why that setting keeps disappearing. FSR 4 enabled, of course. 65% on this. And yeah, medium ray tracing. And I did put it on very high now. So we got it on very high. And frame generation is still enabled as well. And we're getting 80 FPS. I don't think we got much like more FPS. I think we got around maybe 3 or 4 FPS, maybe 5 from, you know, from cinematics. So I would probably just keep on cinematic or something like that. I don't know. Maybe lower the resolution thing to like 50% or something like that and see how it looks on your screen. It's really hard to tell for me, guys, because I do have a 4K monitor. So yeah, it's not a native 4040p monitor. So it's hard to tell for me how it would look on your screen. But I think you should give it a go. You will get a little bit more FPS, and I think it's around balance. I think 50%. So balance, maybe. I'm not. Maybe even performance. I'm not really sure, guys. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but there you go. We got sorted out there. But yeah, I don't want to do on these settings for too long. I'm gonna try and look at other settings. If I can't find any, then I'm just gonna probably end the video there. But oh yeah, he's here again as well. Let me sort him out. There you go. That was a quick one. And of course, I'm not going to pick that guy up from the ground. I'm just going to leave him there. Let's tap this guy. He's the most annoying one. He's got these arrows, so he's really OP. Mate, come here. Sort you out real quick. To be fair, guys, like these settings are not too bad. If, you know, you do want to have that ray tracing on, it is going to be, like, you are going to get a little bit more, like, delay, but it's not horrible, I would say. It's still playable. I'm not sure if you get, like, to a boss fight, maybe it might get really bad. That's the thing. If you get to a boss fight, and I did see it going down to, like, yeah, here you go, 70 FPS, and maybe, and we are getting stutters as well. Let me restart the counter again. But yeah, I don't know, maybe these settings are not that good for this card, guys. I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you. Maybe don't play with ray tracing and you'll be fine. Alrighty, guys, so we're still in 4040p, 65% on the super resolution, and of course FSR 4 enabled. No frame gen at the moment as well, and I think I won't be putting it on anymore because I think I'm going to be done after these settings. And yeah, very high settings. Let me show you that. There you go, very high settings. And surprisingly, guys, we are actually getting some really good FPS. We're getting 88 FPS, which is honestly quite good, especially with how demanding this game is. I think this is really good. Of course, we have no, you know, ray tracing or anything like that, but I think it's, you know, it still looks really nice. I do have to say, it still looks really nice. You're getting really good FPS, and if you don't want to enable frame duration, this is a really good option. You know, these settings are really good. I still recommend putting some frame gen on. We did just get a stutter as well, but I do recommend frame gen, guys, especially for a game like this. You're not even going to feel it. Like, I had to check if frame generation was on because it felt really smooth, and like it just felt as good as, like, the input lag feels like it felt with frame duration. So it's basically non-existent at the moment. I don't know. Some games I've noticed that you can really feel frame generation, but in this title, I don't really feel it, guys. I don't know if it's just this. I think it's just this game, because like some games you really can feel it. But in this title, I'm not really feeling it, guys. Like, I've been moving my mouse around and everything, and I can't even tell if it's on or not. So, like, even now I had to double check, because of course it's not on now, but still it feels like it did with frame generation. So it just feels really good now as well. So, but yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I literally bought this game just to make these videos, because I'm not really planning on playing it. Really, it's not the type of game I like to play, really. But maybe I'll give it a go one day. I'm not sure, but. Yeah, it's just not my cup of tea, like we like to say here in England, but... Alright, guys, I'm going to end the video here. If you guys did enjoy the video, please drop a like, guys, drop a comment, and hopefully I did test all the settings you guys wanted to see. It's just so many settings in this game. It's just so hard to show all the settings, really, but... I'm going to do a 9060 XT video, I think, right after this one. It's 8 at night now, so it's actually it's getting really late. I've never recorded at this time, but... I was quite busy all day, so I didn't really have time. But anyway, guys, see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.